You have to, for your own sake. You're not letting your brain spin out of control every time there's a news headline, because that's what the news headlines are designed to do. The news headlines are designed to make it so that the only thing you can think about is the news, so that you watch the news, so that you are generating advertising revenue for these, I'm not going to say Brazilian people, but people of all races, religions, colors. Now is probably a really bad time to be making extremist type jokes. Now is a super bad time to be doing anything like that. Now is a extremely bad time to be going to these protests. You do not want to go to these protests. If you are on the right, you have to know that these protests are victory dances. This has nothing to do with fighting the power or anything like that. This is a display of force, a victory celebration for the left. You go interrupt them at your own peril. You do not want to be a kid wearing a Trump hat getting his ass beat by a pack of informed citizens. That type of shit will change your life. There are some people who can get socked in the face and bounce back from it. If you're a cerebral, thoughtful person, if you are a wallflower type dude, one of these guys, that's not you. Getting hit is going to totally ruin your life. If you're on the left and you want to go to these protests to support the people who don't care about you at all, who want you dead, be ready to be destroyed. If something you say or some attitude you cop or some lack of if your support seems not genuine, be ready for the mob to turn on you. But more importantly, you don't want to fuck around with rubber bullets and tear gas. People have this fantasy of going and standing in front of a line of police. I was the one at Tiananmen Square that stopped the tank. I was standing in front of those cops. A rubber bullet or tear gas can fuck you up. Less than lethal weapons, they're supposed to not kill you, but they can do an enormous amount of damage to your lily white face, your thin Caucasoid skull. This is not a place that you were designed to be. On both sides of the fence, you don't want to ever get arrested. Getting arrested is extremely not cool. It is not worth it. You are not going to feel like a hero at the end. You're not going to feel like you did your part to make a difference. You're not going to feel like Jesse Jackson. You're not going to feel like any high-profile person who's been arrested and has millions of dollars in legal defense funds available to them. You're going to feel like your life is being destroyed and that your life has become a slow-motion nightmare. Even spending one night in jail is extremely bad. You don't want that. If you have a trust fund, if you're a white guy, if you're Jewish, if you have parents who will bail you out immediately, if you know your P's and Q's about having phone numbers memorized or whatever, if you do all that, you might be fine. You don't want to be at these protests. The sacrifice that you're making by these protests, by going to these protests, is going to do nothing. And even if it did anything, it's going to be ultimately totally unrecognized by the people you're trying to help. They don't care, okay? People who have jobs where you can get fired for not having the right opinion, they're going to be more on edge, and they're going to be more likely to lash out at you if they sense that your opinions are a threat to their comfort. If someone starts talking to you about this shit, just find a way to change the conversation. So what do you think about what's going on right now with all the Black lives? Oh man, it's crazy, right? I mean, my opinion's probably the same as yours. Oh shit, this is a car accident. I gotta go. And also, yeah, don't torture your parents. I spent a good solid chunk of time trying to make my mom understand why Hillary Clinton is evil. And that was just, look, man, people who are 50, 60, 50, 70 years old, they're not going to have some awakening moment where all of a sudden they're hip to all the ideas you're picking up on poll or whatever. So don't torture your parents with that shit. Come on, man, save yourself some trouble. Save yourself some trouble. Stop fucking thinking that women, this is part of the Women Hyde Wars, just charge extra for this. You can donate right now, PayPal alienmode@gmail.com. If this advice saves your life. Stop fucking thinking that you need your woman to like align with you completely. Because you know who's gonna align with you completely? A man. A man with Asperger's. If you want the perfect woke waifu who is down with your cause, go find a man with Asperger's and start dating him. All you gotta do, let it slide off. Okay? Let it slide off. Stop caring about, I've gotten this is a message that I've gotten a lot too. I was dating this perfect girl, but she wouldn't listen to me about the
Brazilian.
So I broke up with her. Now I've been single for 2 years. Women who wear the frilly sundress that reveals a little bit of the bosom, and they want to look like 50s or 1920s milkmaids, and they post pictures of the food that they cook, and like, I can't wait till I have a man to take care of with this. Those chicks have a gasket loose. Universally. You're better off with a rockabilly girl. You're better off with one of those dames. It's certainly worthwhile to seek out people who you can have honest conversations with and won't persecute you for having some differing opinion. But that's one of the good things in life, is when you can have that with people without accusing them of being some sort of deviant for disagreeing with you. That's not most people. That's really not most people, and that's definitely not people right now who have corporate lives or have to preserve their reputation and good social standing for their career. Don't expect anyone like that to make any leaps to try to meet you halfway, and you're not going to feel like a hero if you get somewhere in a conversation with them. It's just going to be a lot of wasted time. It's not worth cold calling. You know, if you have a sales lead, if you have a reason to suspect that somebody might be sympathetic to whatever you feel, or might be interested in having some sort of exchange of ideas with you, then by all means do it. But if you're cold calling people, if you're just going up to people at your work and saying, hey, you hear about like, that's not going to go anywhere good. I think it might even be especially dangerous for people who are on the left, because people who are on the left, they have they've got an extra special type of punishment for the people they perceive to be traitors or scabs or what have you. So if you're a BLM type person, you could open yourself up to more social punishment potentially than someone like me. Anytime that this fucking topic comes up, just walk away. Just start talking about Harvest Moon or whatever. Just find a way to turn it around. Another thing that's going to happen if you piss the wrong people off, weirdos are going to start making shit up about you. This happens all the time in these little punk rock music type communities where the group can sense that somebody is in danger of violating the group mores, and so you start hearing weird shit about them, like, you mean Billy? He went off the rails. He started, I saw him at a KKK meeting. Oh yeah, I heard him one time. He said the N-word once. I heard him say that once. I'm not saying anything. People are weasels, and any social group that you're in, regardless of who you are, there's probably at least one weasel who is standing at the borders of this social group, waiting for an opportunity to weaselly snake his way up the ladder of social hierarchy. Whether it's by gossiping or taking shots at the alpha, making the pulling the pants down of the alpha and making him look like a clown, and then raising his own social status in the process. These people are waiting in the wings for you to fuck up. So that's my recommendation. Anytime this topic comes up in a group of friends that are not super tight, that you haven't known for a long time, or if you're a girl, regardless of who your friends are, it doesn't matter if you've known them since you were a child, stay the fuck away from this topic. You're not mentally equipped to deal with it anyway, and anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of Sex and the City bitches talking shit about you. Oh, her? She's like totally, like, she's like totally, like, racist now. I think she probably supports Trump. Like, it's crazy. She's crazy. Went crazy. If you're a girl, keep it light. When you're talking to your girls, keep it light. Okay, talk about your favorite shows. Talk about your favorite way to get the pipe. All right, keep it light. So now's the time to plan for the long road ahead. Prepare for long haul psychic chaos. Prepare for this to be an ongoing battle. I would recommend that you chill out. I would recommend that you fucking put your phone away. Oh my God. The phone is so damaging and deadly. If you find yourself going on Twitter at fucking 3 a.m. and getting mad almost for sport, like getting angry because it gives you pleasure, it gives you like dopamine to be outraged, put it the fuck down. This notion that cops should somehow be your friends or help you or something like that. I mean, I don't know what's going through people's heads, and maybe there are small towns where that kind of thing is true, where the average day that a cop has is helping a little old lady cross the street. Police are a problem that is to be avoided. And when the police talk to you, you say, "Yes, sir," "No, sir," "Yes, officer," "Yes, officer." "I'm sorry to hear that you had this experience, sir. Would you like me to get my sergeant?" Even the idea that police are going to help you. Police are there to enforce the law on behalf of insurance companies. They're not there to make sure you don't get robbed. They're not there for any of that. I think it's either 40% or 60% of the murders in this country go unsolved. That's murders. That's the worst. That's one of the almost the highest crime there is, aside from treason, which goes completely unpunished. I don't think this is going to help you short term or long term with the strife that's going on right now, but maybe it's something you need to know if you're listening to this. None of the shit that you think is going to fly about talking about your rights or saying that you're a sovereign traveler on the road and you don't need a license plate, or that you don't need a license for a gun because it's in the Constitution. You need to realize that the police are a hazard and deal with it accordingly. Just have that attitude. Anytime you interact with the police, just have the attitude that you want to get out of it as unmolested as possible. Anyway, that's it. I might follow this up later and make this a longer video on my webcam or something. But thanks for watching. Fuck, this was a bomb.